Welcome back, Violas. This is my final video for you guys, and we're going to talk about the scales. You have the E major, and then you have D minor, melodic. Scale is super easy. They will start in first position, they will shift, they will end back in first position. I am teaching and personally playing the Carl Fleisch scales, and it's a great standardized scale system. It's used all around the world, it's used all around the United States. So once you learn them, you can apply it to all your other scales that you play throughout the year. And then the shifting patterns are actually very similar, so it's really easy to get the scale shifting pattern and apply it to the repertoire piece that you're playing. So this is how it goes. We're gonna keep 3-note slur pattern. You can do all separate bows. It gets pretty old, especially on a recorded audition. So I would kindly ask you to please slur them. It sounds better. You don't have to constantly hear somebody's bow changes, and it gets faster. If you want to do something fast but separate bows, it gets messy. So 3-note slurs, good tone, good intonation. Let's start with the E major. The shifting pattern for the E major will be, I start with the second finger on the C string, I will shift for the first time on the D string, and I will shift 2 more times on the A string. On the way back, my finger pattern will be 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, and then stay there. So you will figure it out when I play it for you, and this is how it goes. This is E major. Shift. Again. And again. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, shift 3, 2, 1, shift 3, and stay there. That's it. Easy peasy. When you're recording it, I recommend playing 120 per note. It's not super fast, it's a good tempo, it's moderato, and then you can still work on your tone quality and your intonation without getting it super fast. So this is how it sounds like at 120 per note. Easy peasy. For the E major, you can use the 4th fingers, please go up. Of course, you need to use the 4th fingers going up. On the way back down, on the D string, if you want to use a 4th finger, go ahead and do that. If not, you can play that open A and keep the 4th finger pattern on the other strings. If you want to just go down with the 4th fingers, do that. It does not matter at all. If you want to get any faster, I would recommend you to slur it into 6-note slurs or higher, but keeping that 3-note subdivision. So you can do that. You can do 12-note slurs if it's really fast. You can absolutely do that. If you do 12 notes, you are going to end up with 4 bow changes in total. The last long note is going to be hooked into the previous bow. Just keep that in mind. But again, a moderato speed but clean is more impressive than something super fast but messy. I hope that was helpful. Now I will play it for you super slowly, so if you want to hook it up to a speaker, if you want to hook it up to your headphones, you can play with me. go into the D minor. D minor pattern is going to be a slightly different pattern. If it was a minor scale that started on a second finger, it was going to be a very close pattern to the major scale. In this case, it starts with the first finger, so slightly different. The most important thing that I want you to think about before recording the minor scale is to get the third in the beginning, which is D to F natural, a minor third. If it's D to F sharp, it's a major scale. I heard it happen many times before. They started with a major third and then tried to save it later on. That major third defines the scale. So if it starts major, you can save it later on. Please re-record that. Don't keep that. So D to F natural, minor third, major third. And that will become D major. And you can save it later on. So make sure the third note of any scale is the most important one because it defines if it's a major or a minor scale. So D minor, let's do that slowly. It starts with first finger. Now shift 3 to 1, shift to 4, and then you're there. The D minor is the relative minor of F major, therefore it has one flat, which is B flat. On the way up, since it's melodic minor, we are raising that B flat into B natural, and then we are raising the 7th degree alongside it, which makes it C sharp, so that the 7th degree of the scale and the 1st degree of the scale are half a step apart. That's very important. On the way back down, we are gonna bring that C back to a C natural, we're gonna bring the B back to a B flat. And that's how you play a melodic D minor scale. The same rules that I told you about the E major applies to D minor. Keep the slur, don't try to play it all separate bows, not super fast, in tune, good tone. And again, 120 is a good recording tempo, so it will sound like this. 120 per note. Than that, again, please go ahead and slur it, either 6 notes or 12 notes, but you don't have to do it any faster than that. If you again want to play with me, I will play it for you super slow once. You can hook it up to your headphones or a speaker and play with me. I'm using 4th finger going up, I'm using zeros coming back down. You might not do that, you might just do 4th fingers, that's totally fine. You might just do opens, that's fine too. It's just the scale system uses 4 going up and open strings coming back down. The other thing to keep in mind while recording your scales is to not vibrate. A lot of people try to show off their vibrato in the scales and then you end up with the insanely long scales. Okay, you don't want to do that. The scale scales, the purpose of hearing the scales in an audition is to decide if the student can shift and if they can play in tune. Vibrato means that either you're trying to cover up a slightly bad intonation with your finger, or you just didn't get the purpose of the scales in the first place. You don't need to vibrate in your scales. The last held note, go ahead and vibrate it if you really want to. Do not vibrate anything else, just make sure it's good tempo, clean, and with a good sound. I hope this was helpful, and again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. I will see you next year for some more viola excerpt videos. And I hope you guys are having a nice weekend and a relaxing week coming ahead.